Well, good morning and welcome to our time together to meditate on the things of God. Today is Tuesday, the 11th of August, and it's due to be hot and potentially a bit stormy this afternoon and evening, so do take care if you're out there. Well, yesterday I read a news story that I found a bit surprising. Yep, a poll revealed on Sunday that according to their findings, just over half of Britons said that they were certain or very likely to get a vaccine for coronavirus when one is developed. And 1 in 6 people, at 16% indeed, they actually told researchers that they would definitely not allow themselves to be given the vaccine. Now, I understand that this is a live topic nowadays, and I'm not really up on the arguments against vaccination, so I'm not judging those who are sceptical of vaccination programs. But when I considered this finding, I found it odd that people would, it seems, risk living their life like this, living in fear, living a restricted life with tons of conditions and danger, rather than accept the cure offered, which opens the door to freer living and more of the blessings of life. If there is a vaccine that can truly end this nightmare of COVID-19, then I'm kind of at a loss as to why folks would turn aside from it. Now, the more I thought about this, I was drawn to consider how many, indeed most people in this world, reject the one who promises them a life without fear, a life of abundant hope, and an eternity that's free from pain and suffering. Yet most people, perhaps even some of you watching this video, reject the Lord Jesus, who came to reverse the effects of a much greater and more deadly virus called sin. Now, there's this one time in the Gospels where Jesus actually seems to lament this truth. In Matthew 23, just a few days before the cross, Jesus leaves the temple area in Jerusalem and he looks back and he says this. He says, "Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those sent to you, how often I have longed to gather your children together as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing." Now, most of the commentaries on this passage speak of the hen and chick analogy being about protection, being about tenderness. But I read this one interpretation which opened it up in a greater way. This was a story from a chap who grew up on a farm. And he spoke of how a hen has a variety of informative clucks. For example, a certain clucking sound calls her chicks over to eat. And this guy also wrote about how, as a childhood prank, now I'm not sure I would recommend this, but as a childhood prank, he cut out a cardboard eagle and he stuck it on a long stick, and he would then maneuver this stick so that the shadow of the bird of prey would fall into the vision of the hen. And what he said next was really informative. He told of how when the hen saw this shadow of the fake bird of prey, she would utter a distinctive clucking sound that called her chicks to gather under her wings for protection from danger. Just in the same way as that she would if it was a real bird of prey that was threatening her chicks. Folks, the Lord Jesus and his gospel of forgiveness and release from the effects of the sin virus calls all people to shelter under his wings for protection from the wrath of God and the aimlessness of a life apart from their loving Creator. But, like an inoculation from disease, many still reject this generous invitation. They reply in the survey, if you like, "I would rather not receive the blessings that he offers." Folks, I hope today you can say, "I have accepted the cure when it was offered to me. I did not turn aside from Christ and am now safe and secure under his wings." I hope you can say that.